The wedding had reached the part where we were supposed to exchange rings, but my fiancé wouldn't say those two simple words, I do. It was because his past love had just announced her breakup an hour ago. The post on social media included a picture of a plane ticket. The landing time just 1 hour away. My brother suddenly stepped forward and announced to everyone that the wedding would be delayed, without a word. They both left me standing there, turning me into a laughingstock. I calmly dealt with everything, glancing at the new social media post from his past love. In the photo, my brother and fiancé were standing around her, offering her the best of everything. I laughed bitterly and dialed my parents' number. Dad, Mom, I'm willing to come home and marry into the Sanford family. Chapter. After hanging up the phone, I looked around the hotel banquet hall filled with celebratory decorations, and a hint of irony flashed in my eyes. The guests had all left, and both Timothy Lewis and Christopher Spencer still hadn't returned. I thought back to 5 years ago when my biological parents found me. The DNA results revealed that I was the daughter of a wealthy family in the capital, the Kingsley family. I'm sorry, sweetheart, you've suffered so much all these years, my biological mother, Beatrice Sinclair, said, her eyes soft with a touch of affection. We'll make sure you become an outstanding heiress and give you a bright future, said Dominic Kingsley, my biological father. Would you like to return to the Kingsley family? I looked at the couple in front of me, and a complicated expression crossed my face. I had grown up in an orphanage, but I never felt like I lacked love. I had Timothy and Christopher, who had been by my side since childhood. So, 3 years ago, I firmly rejected the idea of returning to the Kingsley family. The high society world was one where a person was never truly free, and I didn't want to become a scheming, calculating heiress. Even more so, I didn't want to become a sacrificial pawn in an arranged marriage. Sweetheart, I know this is difficult for you, Beatrice said softly. We respect your choice, and we hope you'll live happily. Your grandfather made a promise with the Sanford family's head many years ago, a betrothal agreement. If we ever had a daughter, I suppose it's for the best, Dominic said. Of course, if you want to come home, to be a part of our family and share in the responsibilities of our family's legacy, the door will always be open to you. I had long considered Timothy, who had grown up alongside me in the orphanage, as my brother and my family. How could I abandon him? Reluctantly, the Kingsley couple left. It was hard to blame them for their reluctance, as I was their flesh and blood. Over the years, I knew that Lewis Group had been able to rise to prominence in part because of the behind-the-scenes support from my biological family. However, the family and the lover I had chosen myself abandoned me when I needed them most. Time passed, minute by minute, and the various stares from the guests weighed on me, yet they still didn't return. I dialed their numbers again and again. Finally, the phone was picked up, and Christopher's irritated voice came through the line. Helena Kingsley, the wedding can happen anytime. Bella's health was bad, and it got worse when she went abroad. Can't you just let her be? I was about to speak when Timothy grabbed the phone. Lena, stop making a scene. Bella's situation is different from yours. The only family she had left is gone, and she's all alone in this world. Now that she's sick, she needs her family with her. We'll cancel the wedding for now and hold it later. I stood there, facing the different gazes of the guests, and cleaned up this mess. It wasn't long before Isabella updated her social media. No matter when or how far, you both always come running to me. I'll always be the princess you pamper. My wedding ring, along with the high-end custom dress I had planned to wear for the ceremony, was now given to her by Timothy and Christopher as a welcome home gift. At that moment, I couldn't convince myself anymore. I knew it was over for good. Chapter. My dear, have you really thought this through? The Kingsley couple's voices on the phone still held disbelief. 3 years ago, I had firmly told them that I couldn't bear a marriage without love. Going back to the Kingsley family meant sacrificing my own happiness.